All right, guys, this is part two of my reaction to the Lakers getting beat by the Timberwolves because of LeBron's historically heroic blunders yet again. And now the series is 3-1, and the Lakers are set to go home in the next couple of days. Like, comment, subscribe at the door.
He is such a valuable commodity. I mean, everybody in the league should have a Nas Reed. Every team in the league. And there, you think about that and you think, well, I mean, don't go crazy. But a lot of great players don't fit on all rosters. Like if you have LeBron James, especially in his prime, I mean, it drove Kyrie Irving crazy. It reduced Chris Bosh to a corner player. You had to run the ecosystem of the offense, had to go through LeBron, and it could marginalize certain players. But there are guys in this league that are effort guys, big basket guys, tough guys. They just fit everywhere, and Reed is one of those dudes.
No, I don't think Reeves would fit around LeBron. Let's stop right there. Reed is a great player, and he's a hustle player, and he does what the team needs to succeed. LeBron already has that. He has that in Jared Vanderbilt. Now, if you're talking about offensively and can do all the hustle, he has that in Rui Hachimura. LeBron has his Nas Reed. He's always had a Nas Reed. The problem is he makes him one-dimensional in some type of way or the other because no player is really allowed to grow and flourish around LeBron. If LeBron picked up Nas Reed tomorrow, Nas Reed would do none of what he just did. What he just did for the Timberwolves, his opportunities he got to be around that coaching staff and around those players, none of that would be possible if you put his ass right next to LeBron. You want to know how we know this? Because LeBron has already had players like this. And he either finds ways to get rid of them or blame them when the crap hits the fan. Anybody remember who was the sixth man of the year for the Clippers? I can't even remember his name. Dude was ugly as heck though. But that six-man center that they had, Montrezl Harrell. There we go. Y'all remember Montrezl Harrell? Right? He won sixth man of the year. Literally the next season he goes to the Lakers and it looked like he forgot how to play basketball. Right? And everybody blamed him. That was his spark off the bench guy. That was his spark, can do anything to help you win, and he threw him to the wayside because LeBron does not use people to their advantage. He uses people to make him look good. Whether they win or lose, LeBron gets his. He regresses players. He doesn't progress them. And when he does get players who are so talented, like you look at how stacked that 2020 Laker team was. The fact that Dwight Howard came off the bench. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of Dwight, but he did lead a team to an NBA Finals. He was one of the best players in the league for about a 6-year period. And he's always been one of the best defenders. And if you even seen him that offseason, that season with the Lakers, he came in with a full six-pack. He says it in his videos. They got mad at him. They said, you can't be in this much of a good of a shape at your age. You're making LeBron look bad. Dwight Howard looks so good that he could still be playing in his 40s. We know why he got blackballed. He already explained it. He called LeBron a B word. LeBron had him off the team and he blackballed him. No other team wants to pick him up. That's why he went to the Shangoon Tigers. Go look it up if you don't believe me. He done already said all of this. He also had JaVale McGee. But when they're on his team, a lot of times they don't get used to their advantage. And he disposes of them. Like, why is Dwight Howard not on the Lakers right now? You keep talking about players that you need. If Dwight Howard was on the Lakers, even today, I think he's under 40. So if he was on the Lakers even today, you wouldn't be having this issue or so-called issue that you want to say you have with Jackson Hayes. LeBron just doesn't know how to use people to their advantage.
So a spectacular game for Ant. And again, talking about Mark Williams not being a Laker, look at the advantage, points in the paint. Minnesota 46-30, a 16-point edge in the paint. And there's your ball game.
46 to 30. Okay, but what about threes? Minnesota was hitting that too, right? Let's be honest, bro. It's not just points in the paint. They're not dominating the Lakers just because the Lakers can't stop people from the paint. The Lakers are missing their shots. Go look at LeBron's shot chart. LeBron bombed a couple of wide open layups now that I think about it in this game. He had clear shots that he missed. If you guys ever pay attention to LeBron James, just go look at his shooting chart. 90% of the time, all his shots are going to be under the basket. That's where you're going to see all the red and the green for makes and misses. They're going to be under the basket or from the three-point line. If you go look at Luka's shot chart, they're going to be all over the floor. Mid-range here, mid-range there, full court here, three-point shot there, inside shot here, everywhere. The Lakers are just missing theirs for no apparent reason. It's not even just the defense. They just miss them.
Just a spectacular, intense NBA.
And not to crap on Mark Williams, but what is he really doing to stop that? He's not going up against Gobert. Look, Gobert to me is overrated. I get it, but not when it comes to most centers. He can't stop like an AD or like an Embiid or a Jokic. But you put a Mark Williams next to him or Jackson Hayes, and he gonna do what he's supposed to do and play like DPOY. What is Mark Williams really changing for this series? The Timberwolves are just a big team. Julius Randle actually locked up. He actually played really solid defense from what I saw. I didn't watch it in slow mo to really check out the bugs here or there yet. But he really locked up. And Gobert played the role he was supposed to play. And we already know what Ant did. So what are you talking about, brother? Like, really, when you sit there and look at it, like, what exactly are you trying to say Mark Williams would have changed in this series? You think the Lakers would have won a championship if they had Mark Williams? I can guarantee you they would be much more talented. I'll give you that. This would be a super talented team. For sure. And if they ever did win, it's just because of an abundance of talent. They have way more talent than any other team. That's the only way the Lakers win. If it's even, they're going to go home because LeBron is going to blunder it up. It's just what he does.
A basketball game. The NBA 82-game grind is done. Now the real fun begins. The NBA playoffs. Love them. They're here. $100 in bonus bets. Betting just fun. This message brought to you by Apple Card. Apple Card is a no-fee credit card. Gives you daily cash back. Long-term, it benefits the Lakers more than Dallas. But it does feel like it's historically rare that you make like a trade deadline move, even a great one, and it equals a championship in year one. Remember, Luka had to play himself back into shape because he'd been injured. So Luka's playing himself.
Remember, look at the matter of fact, I gotta rewind that. Look at this devilish smirk on this chump's face. Look at this.
Himself back into shape because he'd been injured.
Wow.
A championship in year one. Remember, Luka had to play himself back into shape because he'd been injured.
Bull crap. All of a sudden they want to do the whole Luka was injured trope. Luka's out of shape. Did he look out of shape to y'all guys? Then he had 37 the other night. Oh, he's out of shape. Oh, he's out of shape for sure. Didn't he have like 30-something tonight? Luka's out of shape, huh? Bull crap. Lakers lost this game because they suck. Because LeBron James lets his team down in every pivotal moment because the Lakers as a whole practice bad behaviors the entire season long. They're a team full of bad behaviors. Play good in the first, okay or stellar in the second, crap out in the third, and then get your stats in the fourth. It's wash, rinse, repeat with these guys. Almost every third quarter, the next team is scoring 15, 20 points more than the Lakers. Why? Because LeBron is already fatigued. And he's saving his energy to put it towards the fourth quarter so he can pad them stats. This is what he does. If you ever notice too, when LeBron and Luka are on the court, right, every game. If LeBron has a game tomorrow, if LeBron dropped 35 tomorrow, matter of fact, let's even give him 40. If LeBron dropped 40 points tomorrow, Luka's gonna have a 22-point game. And if Luka tomorrow gives you 45, LeBron is gonna have a 15 to 18-point game. So it should tell you the real problem is that you guys have marketed this team in LeBron and Luka that they can sit here and coincide. Two players who have the ball and run a run point, oh, they can get it done. That's what y'all been marketing. Clearly it doesn't work. They never thrive together. It's your turn, my turn. And someone's going to wind up getting more turns than the other person. And I don't want to hear, oh, Luka was sick. Shouldn't have got his ass on the court if we're going to blame some type of sickness or fatigue. I don't want to hear that. He did bad. And LeBron does it all the time. Very rarely are you going to see both these players dominate. And then if you do, go look at the plus minuses, look at the box. They really didn't dominate. Half those points are empty calories on behalf of Bron.
So Luka's playing himself back into shape. And I still think Luka's got another 10% of elevation to his game next year. And so you get an off season, you tweak the roster, you get another big. Luka comes in good shape and not injured in camp, hopefully. I mean, LeBron feels like even if he loses 5% of his game, I mean, you can see LeBron can still give you these.
And you do this and you do that and you check the points and the Lakers go home in the second round next year and not the first. That's basically what's probably going to happen, dude. Look, it's over for LeBron. If the Lakers were smart, they would have just retired this dude last season when Laker fans wanted him to instead of signing J.J. Redick and his son. And like I tell y'all all the time, the real reason why Laker fans are so upset about Bronny James, like people try to say it is, it's because of one thing. They wanted LeBron gone. True Laker fans thought that last year was the year that the Lakers looked at this team and said, you know what? LeBron and AD doesn't work. Let's go ahead and move off LeBron and build around AD and move towards the future. No, instead what they did was they not only signed LeBron, they gave him a max extension. They signed some unexperienced rookie coach of his that he loves so much. And then they turned around and they signed his son and gave him an $8 million deal, the guy who couldn't play a lick of basketball, just sitting there sucking up a roster spot, so that they could market this whole father-son championship thing. If LeBron magically got Luka, well, that's possibly what could happen. But if they would have won a championship, they could have this whole father-son champion thing where both players won a championship. It's never been done in NBA history. And he wants to give his son a chip before he retires. The problem is LeBron's not good enough no more. He's done. He's always had mistakes throughout his career, but his game has regressed so much to the point where like his mistakes are clearly there. And he's clearly a negative. In 2016 or 2015 or 2017, even though LeBron kind of played the same way, his body and his physical, athleticism was so great that he could have just figured it out. You could have roughed it through, and as long as he had an overwhelmingly stacked team, you were going to win. Now, I don't even believe that's the case, because he already has an overwhelmingly stacked team for the most part, and he doesn't win. You give LeBron, like his team to me, I think it's top 3 as far as talent in the league. What other teams outside of the Celtics has more talent than the Lakers? The Denver Nuggets don't. They don't have any all-stars on there. LeBron has Luka, and honestly, Reeves will probably make it next year. What other team? Like, give me another team in the league that's so talented that they have more talent than the Lakers, according to what you guys say LeBron is. Let me add that because y'all let's sit here and hit the comment section and say something crazy. Celtics, is it the Cavs? Is Donovan Mitchell better than Luka Doncic or quote unquote your king LeBron? No. Is it the Thunder? Is everybody on the Thunder way more talented than the Lakers? No. There's no other team in the league that has as much talent as the Lakers has, basically outside of the Celtics. And you could add the Thunder, I guess. But even that, according to you guys' metric, is a stretch. So it doesn't make sense that they're clearly one of the top 3 most talented teams in the league, yet they go home. That means you have an overwhelmingly advantage on in the talent perspective, and you can't get to the second round of the playoffs. So LeBron's career, these stats, these calories, this game, he's not good enough to make his blemishes unscavable when it comes to making it to the freaking finals. And on top of that, he's playing in the freaking West. His career has basically been dog crap since he got to the West. In the East, he could have walked through because the East was trash at the time. Like complete garbage. Ass water. The East ain't that bad no more, but the West has always been a dog fight. And to be truthful with you guys, this whole GOAT debate would be done if LeBron played in the West. If LeBron in 2010 would have went to the West and never returned to the East, his career is not what it is now. He don't have 10 finals appearances. I still think he would have got a couple of championships. But he don't have 10 finals appearances. Even if he had a loaded team like he had with the Heat. Put the Heat in the West. Let them bang up against the Lakers in the first and second round, and then go up against the San Antonio Spurs, and then go up against Oklahoma City Thunder once they started to develop. And then move the Cavs over there and let them go up against the Houston Rockets and the Portland Trail Blazers when LaMarcus Aldridge was there, and that Clipper team, and then the Thunder more developed with James Harden not on it, and then don't forget the Golden State Warriors. He would have never made it out. And the crazy thing is, they would have had hands down the number 1 most talented team in the league. Wouldn't even really been a close second, and he still wouldn't have got out half those years. Thus, his career wouldn't be this whole, is he a GOAT? Because we would have known. We would have saw all the blemishes. You can't hide these blemishes in the West, my boy. You just can't.
Incredible. Both his games in Minneapolis. LeBron can give you these unbelievable games. He's not going to give you 7 in a 7-game series, but everybody's equally rested in the playoffs. So Minnesota now, look at 5% of his game. I mean, you can see LeBron can still give you these incredible, both his games in Minneapolis. LeBron can give you these unbelievable games. He's not going to give you 7 in a 7-game series, but everybody's equally rested in the playoffs.
Fanboys in the comment section, let me know what unbelievable games was he talking about that LeBron had. Because I didn't see him. Because if he had 2 unbelievable games, right, that were so astonishing, why are the Lakers down 3-1? Please let me know in the comment section.
So Minnesota now looks to close it out. Boy, the Lakers had that 14-0 run to start the third quarter, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, all right, let's get serious. And then just chipping away, roster versatility, depth, and chipping away. All right, let's talk about the Knicks beating Detroit 9.
Look, I'm going to end this video here, but I want you guys to answer something. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. If you're a fanboy, and if you just even like watching my content, I got a serious question. I just want you guys to realize, you can argue stats all day. You can sit here and you can argue about what LeBron did, why he's a bad influence, why he's bad for a team, why he's great. And people can either listen or not. But what you can't argue is results. You can't argue these results. At the end of the day, you can sit here and blame whoever you want. The result is LeBron is going home. He's going to Cancun in the next couple of days. Yet another season as a Laker gone. 7 of them. 7 seasons down. Right? Yes, he has the bubble championship to show for it, but everybody who calls that a fluke, right? Are they wrong? Look at the results afterwards. Look at the results. Look at his results on the Cavs, right? 4 trips to the finals. Everybody wants to say his conference was easy. He had the Kyle Korver Hawks. He had a bunch of whatever teams. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But look at the results. If he had a team that was so great, not a team, but if LeBron was so great at the time, then why is he 4-1 when he returned to Cleveland? Look at him with Miami. He needed D Wade in a win. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay, so then what happened? What's the results for 2011? Why is it that the 2 championships he won, Ray Allen 3 saved his butt, but the first one was in a lockdown season, which again, if you watch my videos, I'll tell you, that's an anomaly of a season. It's unheard of. They only played like 60-something games. A lockdown season where the only people who were ready and got out the West was some young kids in the Thunder. Everybody around the age of 21 and 22. Look at the results, 2-4. You can sit here, y'all can argue stats with me. Y'all can sit here and argue whether he's the greatest or whether he's the worst, but you can't argue the results. And LeBron has spent most of his career, a large chunk of it, as a Laker. And yet again, he's going to go home again. And you guys are going to say, optimism, bro. Because the Lakers are going to refill this team, and next year they're going to win. Look, unless the Lakers get some Herculean player, and from what I see, they're probably going to throw their hat at Miles Turner, right? I don't know if he wants to go there, but they're most likely going to throw their hat at him, which gives LeBron an overwhelming advantage because he already has an advantage from a talent perspective if your queen is who you say he is. This team should be more than enough now. But he'll stack the deck again, somehow get a Miles Turner, stay within the new CBA's salary, right? And if he doesn't get a Miles Turner, then what they're going to do is they're going to take that draft pick and most likely Dalton Knecht, who's going to be a legitimate player in this league from what I see. And then they're going to trade that for some type of star level big. Great defending big, most likely. What you're going to see, though, if this big can't shoot threes, you're going to see LeBron's game for what it is because you're going to see the flaws. The reason why LeBron likes to get rid of these centers, if we're being real, like why Dwight Howard and JaVale don't last, is because they draw too much defense into the paint where LeBron likes to play because he likes to barrel his head and charge down and bump into everybody, offensive fouls left and right that never get called, right? He likes to do that crap, foul, and get his buckets. So centers don't even work for LeBron unless they can shoot the three. But you're probably going to see the Lakers waste their talent on some type of big, right? Or get Miles Turner. And then if that doesn't work and the next season is a wash and they go home in the second round, what's the excuse then? What's going to be the next excuse? All we have to show for it, those results. And the results are LeBron has been with the Lakers for 7 seasons now and has done absolutely nothing outside of that crap bubble. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm out of here.